when you love this character and you've gotten so excited to get to be this character for a day, and it's kind of like, okay, I love this so much, and I love being this character, and I can see where the show is going to go, and I can see what her journey is going to be like, that when they say, sorry, you're not what we're looking for, it's kind of hard to say goodbye, because that part of you has to not die, but it has to go away. You can't live with it as much anymore. So I have to kind of like, I guess it's like a quick prayer, like, thank you for letting me get to act today, thank you for letting me get to play this character, and I'm so excited to go into this room and meet these people and say these words and in some way get to be a part of this series, whether anybody sees it or not. I was a part of the casting process, so I'm a part of the series, and now I have to let it go, and if it happens, it happens. But yeah, the fun part for me is like picking out my clothes and like putting together an outfit, and I usually ask my mom or my husband, I'm like, what do you guys think about this? And sometimes they'll say, yeah, I don't know, I think you should wear the other outfit. And that's how I know if I'm really in the character, because I'll go, no, this is what she would wear. This is it. And then, of course, the hard thing is, sometimes you'll be getting ready, and if you're a girl, I don't know if guys deal with this as much, but you're going through your closet, you're like, I have nothing. And now I legitimately have nothing, because I'm not this person. I don't dress like this. Gotta go to the mall and go shopping. Like, that never hurts. But yeah, that's what thrift stores are for, because I cannot spend like hundreds of dollars every time I need to go for an audition. That's madness. I usually like to go, you have a $10 budget, try to make it work. I'm like, Tim Gunn, find me the cheapest clothes that will work for this audition. This is what I need. Any other questions? Yes.
I got two quick questions.
Yeah, sure.
Have you seen Todd's tattoo?
Yes. His fairy tale tattoo?
Yeah, what was your reaction to that?
I thought it was awesome. I also saw the video of him when he got it done, and I was like, Todd, are you crying? I mean, it's painful. The director got his right on his calf, so I know the two of them, like, it's a huge amount of ink going into a very large muscle, and he was like, yeah, it was probably one of the most painful things I've ever dealt with in my life.
Do you remember the Patty Meets Lucy?
Yeah.
You think you could do that and I could record it because my friend is...
Oh my gosh, like, I don't remember. I remember doing it. I don't remember what I said because I improvised it.
Oh.
So I don't remember. I know it's on YouTube. I'll try to think of it later.
I have one more request from my friend because she really loves the, Soul Eater.
Yeah.
And fairy tale. Can you do Open the Gate of Aquarius?
Sure.
Oh. 1, 2, 3.
Open! Oh, there we go. Open! Gate of the Water Bearer! Aquarius! I'm so used to every time I go to a convention, everyone's like, open the bowl. We're like, open the bowl for Taurus. Open the gate for Taurus. So I'm like, open Gate of the Golden. That's not what Aquarius is. Hold on. It was so sad. Like 2 months ago, we finished recording Fairy Tale, and so that was really a hard week because I'm like, oh my God, I've been playing this character for 7 years. I don't scream open gate of fill in the blank anymore. This is so hard. So I'm hoping it comes back. They keep telling me that it's doing really well and they're animating to catch up to the manga, so it should be back. I'm like, fingers crossed. But I remember as I drove away, I think it's a Zara Larsson song. My radio started playing I Will Never Forget You. And I was like, why are you doing this to me, world? Like, it's not hard enough? So I was like crying as I'm like leaving the studio. I'm like, I hope I get to come back. I miss Lucy already. It was so sad. Yeah, any other questions? Yes?
Out of all your voice acting roles, which one was your favorite?
It's so difficult to pick a favorite. I know. It's like which, well, first of all, I have a lot of characters that have a lot of sass. Most of them are really good with swords. And they are part of me, so I feel like if I were to pick one over the other, then the other ones would line up and be like, all right, we'll take you. And I can't deal with that. But honestly, it's been amazing to me when the characters come into my life and when I get to work with them and how they will be dealing with things that I'm dealing with in an indirect way, and they'll say something or another character will say something. And I'm like, this is exactly what I needed to hear. This is so weird and magical and crazy. I love this. So it's hard to pick a favorite because I can honestly pinpoint at least one scene where I could say this character helped me get over this in my life. Working on this helped me get over this like hurdle in my life. And so to pick a favorite, I'm like, well, they've all helped me. They've all been such an instrumental part of me growing as a person, so I can't pick a favorite and say like, well, what you did was more important for me than somebody else. And it's like, no, that's not true. So it's so hard. I can honestly say there hasn't been a character that I've left the studio and been like, thank goodness I never have to do that again. Because I've really enjoyed every single moment. I mean, when I was working on Not Cool, there were a couple things that I had to do in the movie where I was like, thank God I don't have to do that again. But as I left as I was like driving home from set, I would be like, wow, but Cherami would have never done that. You would have never done that as yourself. But when you were playing Tori, suddenly you were fearless. And I was like, wow, but it was still you. You did that. You didn't have a problem with it. But I needed Tori to help me get over that. So it was pretty amazing. Because like if you've seen the movie, the throw up scene, I never want to do that again in my life. But it was my first day of filming. So very first scene, very first day of filming, and it was like, I remember going like right before we were going to do it, I was like, guys, I feel like I'm on a roller coaster. I don't like roller coasters. Once you get to the top and you're like, oh, I've done this, I've committed to this. Okay, guess we're doing this. And they're like, okay, well, we're not going to tell you when it's going to happen. They're like, well, maybe we should count down. I was like, let's just like do it, please, because like I'm standing here knowing something's going to happen. This is terrible. I smelled like applesauce for like 3 days, because that's what it was. Everyone's like, you smell like apple pie. I was like, yeah, let's bring up that moment again. Like, that was so fun. But yeah, no, it was pretty great. Anything else? Yes.
I didn't feel like you had a watermelon scene in that home.
The watermelon scene! Yes! The one thing in my life that people that don't know really that I'm an actor think that I just steal watermelon. And I, like people from school, like high school, will send me a message like, dude, I saw that watermelon prank you did. And I was like, it wasn't a prank. It was for a movie. Guys, there was from 8 camera angles. Dude, where do you think that we brought all these people and nobody was like, oh my gosh, you're stealing watermelon. It's obviously from a movie. They're like, oh, I thought it was like surveillance cameras. I was like, have you seen a surveillance camera that clean? Because like everybody should have that. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. We were filming that at 4 in the morning after we had been outside freezing in Pittsburgh. Actually, when I was driving to that grocery store to film, I was like, my fingers are turning blue. Is this normal? So I got there and I was like, guys, is this weird? And they're like, oh my God. And they're like trying to heat up my fingers. And they're like, how long has that been happening? I was like, just in the car right here. My car couldn't heat up fast enough. And then I noticed my fingers were tingling and then they were blue. And so we started doing the scene. We had to figure out what the belly